Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would film a my dog picks what I read in a week video. So I guess it's gonna be a week-long video. It's not just today. This is like my third official week just being home, and I have spent so much time with my dog. And while she can be really cute, sometimes she can be really annoying. So I thought I would put her brain to work and see if she can pick some 5-star reads. We'll see. I'm going to give her 2 options and put treats on both books, and then whichever treat she eats is the book that I will read. I hope that makes sense, and I hope that this is really fun, and I hope that she finds some really good books, because that would be really fun. So I think I'm gonna do 3 rounds of this. The first round I'm going to have her do is going to be either The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood or Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas. I would love to continue this series, but I've heard so many good things about Ali Hazelwood, and I haven't read a single Ali Hazelwood book. So I would like either option, honestly. Let me tell you a little bit about both. Crown of Midnight is obviously the second book in the Throne of Glass series. I don't really want to spoil anything, but Selena is the main character, and she, in the first book, had to go through a competition to either become the king's champion or go back to prison. I don't want to spoil anything, but this is the second book of that. I think that's a good thing. And also Sadie Mae is listening, so she knows which one to pick. And then I have The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood, which this would be a really good read because it's February, which is like the love month. This book is about 2 main characters. We have Olive and we have Adam. Olive is a student, a PhD candidate, and Adam is like a professor, but of a different department. Olive doesn't have a life, and she had a boyfriend, but her and that boyfriend didn't really work out because the boyfriend ended up dating or wanting to date her best friend. Well, her best friend doesn't really want to date him because she thinks that like that's going against girl code. So Olive then has to kind of come up with a way, like, well, how could she convince her friend that it doesn't really matter? And she ends up kissing the first person that she sees, and that ends up being Adam. So they end up kind of fake dating, and obviously we know how fake dating tropes go. So I'm really excited to read this one. That's all I know about it. It sounds really good, but I've never read an Ali Hazelwood book, so that one would be really interesting to read as well. So I'm gonna go into the living room and we'll see which book she chooses, and then I will come right back here. All right, we're gonna see which one she picks. Wait. All right, she chose Love Hypothesis. Okay. So she picked The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. I absolutely cannot wait to get into this book. That is so exciting. She's laying on me right now because she's really feeling excited about this pick. So let's get into reading, and I will update you guys when I'm about, let's say, halfway. Maybe I'll get halfway today, maybe I won't. It'll depend on how fast this read goes. We'll see. Okay. Okay, y'all, so I have been reading literally all day. So I made it to chapter 13, which is basically halfway through this book, and I'm loving it so far. I love that each chapter starts with like her hypothesis, which kind of goes along with the chapter. Like, I don't think this is a spoiler or anything, but this hypothesis says approximately 2 out of 3 fake dating situations will eventually involve room sharing, and 50% of room sharing situations will be further complicated by the presence of only one bed. I think that's so interesting. Now, I'm trying not to like spoil anything. We officially know how the fake dating situation's working, and it is working, and we know they're both starting to catch feelings for each other, but they don't know that the other one's catching feelings, so they don't want it to be awkward, I guess is the best way to describe that. My only problem is I feel like there hasn't been any like huge conflict yet, like nothing big. I feel like there just needs to be like something that happens, which I'm sure there's going to be, but just like so far it hasn't happened yet, where I feel like it's not like super high stakes yet. It just feels like, okay, they're fake dating, cool. So far I'm really enjoying it. I don't know if it's gonna be a 5-star, but it's gonna be up there for sure, depending on how it ends. So I'm really, really, really excited. My husband is about to get home from work, so that'll probably end like my reading day. And I'll probably pick up tomorrow and finish it tomorrow, hopefully. I try to do, when I'm doing videos like this, I try to read as much as I can in one day. And I try to do like half of the book in one day and then half of the book in the other day, so it doesn't take me like 6 days to read a book. Because that would be interesting. If the whole vlog was just me reading one book, that wouldn't be as interesting. So I'm gonna try and read as much as I can tomorrow. And then hopefully tomorrow, I'll also get her to pick the second book, which would be really, really exciting. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, so it is like midday, 1 p.m. and I read all morning, literally as soon as I woke up to right now. If you can hear Sadie, she's being a little whiny butt today, and that's okay. That's okay. Some days you have to be a whiny butt, and she is. But I finished The Love Hypothesis. I read all day and I finished it. I liked it a lot, actually. I really liked it. Like I said, this is my first Ali Hazelwood novel. And I liked the writing. I liked it. I don't have anything bad to say about it, I don't think. I think the male character, Adam, I just was not like relating to him very much. Like, he wasn't someone that I particularly would fall for. I feel like that made it hard to get into a little bit because I wasn't into the male main character, so I wasn't invested. I really liked the female main character. I related to her so much. But Adam was just like, didn't really have a personality. I felt like he was very, I don't know, something about him. I enjoyed the conflict and the conflict resolution. I feel like it could have gone bad for me. The way that it was set up, I felt like it could have gone bad, but it didn't. I liked the way it was resolved, and how everything ended is cute, I think. I think I'm gonna rate this a 3.75 for me. Personally, like I said, I didn't really connect to the male main character. I liked the writing. It was an easier read. It was long. I think I will read another Ali Hazelwood book because I really liked the writing style. I think for this novel, it just wasn't hitting. The male main character wasn't hitting for me. The way she kept describing the male main character was just like a lot. I think I'm gonna go take a nap. And then whenever I wake up, I'm gonna have Sadie pick the next book I'm gonna read. Okay, I am back. I actually did not end up taking a nap. I literally just cleaned. I had Sadie pick the next book that I'm going to read. The 2 books that I had her picking between were Killjoy by Holly Jackson, which is a novella, and she was picking between that or Abby Jimenez's Just for the Summer. She ended up picking Killjoy, so I won't go into this one because I think I'm going to read this in my next challenge video, so I'm gonna save that for that. But Killjoy is the novella for A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. If you haven't read that series, go read it. It's absolutely amazing. 5-star series for me, 100%. I would recommend that to literally anyone. One of the best series I've ever read in my life. So I had no idea that this existed until I saw it on a book buying website. So this is set before the series takes place. The main character, Pip, is going to a murder mystery themed party at her friend's house. Technically, it says it's 0.5 in the series, so like I said, it's a precursor for the series, but I think it came out after the first one, possibly even after the second one, I don't remember. From what I heard, this is basically how she figures out what she's going to do for her senior project, which leads to the first book being written. I think that's the best way I can describe that. I've heard people say that you can read it first before the series to kind of get an introduction to the characters, or you can read it second. So I'll have to update you guys on where I think you should read it. after I read it. I don't think I'm gonna start this today. I think I'm gonna start it tomorrow, but it's only like 130 pages or something. It's only 117 pages. So I'm gonna read this literally in like 2 hours, probably tomorrow. So it's gonna be an easy read, but I will update you guys tomorrow after I have finished it. I guess I could read it tonight, maybe a little, maybe get like the first chapter done or something, but my husband's coming home and I'm gonna spend time with him and probably this good old dog right there. And so I'll update you guys tomorrow. Okay, you guys, it is officially Thursday. Is it Thursday? Is it Wednesday? I think it's Wednesday. That was crazy. Anyways, I woke up this morning and it's snowing and it's beautiful outside, but it is cold. So I'm wearing a jacket inside. That's how cold it is. I woke up this morning, started Killjoy, finished Killjoy. It is your average novella. I rated it a 3-star. It was super, super easy to read. Like the words, I read it so quickly. I would say don't read this before you read A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I think this should be the second one you read. If you're going to read the series, read the first book and then read this novella. Because I think that this does not do the characters justice. Pip seems a little funky in it, and I love Pip. Love Pip. So I wouldn't read this first. I think it would throw you off and make you not want to read the series. But if you've already read the series, I think it's a 3-star book and it was just fun to dive back into their world a little bit, especially when the stakes weren't so high. But I definitely would recommend if you've read the series. But I also feel like you could skip it. If you're not a novella girly, skip it. It didn't add anything to the story. It didn't take anything away and it didn't add anything to it. So there's that. It's about halfway through the day. It's 11:45-ish here now. So I'm gonna have her pick the next 2 books. Let me go and get them and tell you what they're going to be. The 2 books she's gonna be choosing between are The Cruel Prince, which I've never read before. I know you're all shocked, or Cover Story. I think out of the 2 of these, the one I would be more excited to read is The Cruel Prince because I've heard way more talk about it. I haven't heard much about The Cover Story. The Cruel Prince is about Jude, who was 7 when her parents were murdered, and she has 2 sisters who were stolen away. No, she has 2 sisters and they were all stolen away to go live in the treacherous high court of Fairy, I think is how you say that. This takes place 10 years after that and Jude wants to belong. She has a sense of belonging. She's a human and a lot of the Fae who live in the high court of Fairy or wherever don't like humans, I guess. Most of all, Prince Carden, who's the youngest and wickedest son of the High King. So she has to win a place at the court, but she must defy the prince, I guess, and face the consequences. That's what this says. And then Cover Story is about a girl named Laura who basically starts an internship at Elle and wants to be a writer. Through this, she meets a girl named Kat. Kat is not who she says she is, basically, from what I understand, and asks Laura to be like her ghostwriter of like a book, I guess. So she goes to live with Kat and sees like her life is not all that it's maybe cracked up to be. And that's about all I know. I know the book is not written like a typical novel. It's written in like emails and diary entries and random stuff like that. So it sounds super interesting. So I'm gonna go see which one she picks. I might have my husband help me and then we'll start it. So let me go do that and then I'll be right back.
Wait. Okay.
Good pick, Cinnamon.
Okay, you guys, she chose Cover Story, which I did not see coming, but I'm excited. So I have no idea if I'm going to like this, if I'm gonna rate it high at all. From what I do know about Susan, I think her name is Susan Rigetti, is that this might be like her first novel like this. I think she has other works out, but I think this is her first novel. And I think it's fiction, maybe. Maybe there's like, I think there might be some sort of mystery element too, but I think it's mostly just fiction. Super excited to dive into that. So I'm going to start this today. I don't know how far I'll get because it looks pretty thick, and then I will update you guys on wherever I get to today. So I will see you guys maybe halfway, maybe not, we'll see. Okay guys, it is officially, oh, did I just say officially? Rewind. Hey guys, it is officially Thursday. I already finished Cover Story. I started it yesterday afternoon, like lunchtime. Well, no, I probably started a little bit later than that. I filmed the last clip at lunchtime, so it's probably like 1 or 2. And I zoomed through this. The book's like 300 and something, 400 pages. Yeah, it's like 350 pages. Zoomed through this book. I heard people say it was a quick read, but I thought like, I don't know. I read it from when you saw me last to right now. I didn't get any b-roll of me reading it because I literally zoomed through it. I loved it so much. This book for me is 100% a 4.75. I don't think it's quite a 5-star because there was like something about it that wasn't giving 5-star energy. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna think about the plot for years to come, but I'm highly gonna recommend this book because I enjoyed every single second of reading this book. I never knew what was gonna happen. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I cannot believe how much I loved it because I think yesterday I was talking about how much I was nervous to read it because it was like her first novel. I didn't know how it was gonna go. I didn't know much about it. So for it to be almost a 5-star book for me is incredible. Loved that. Overall, I would say Sadie did pretty good. Right here. Say hi to the camera. Hi, Cinnamon. I think Cinnamon did so good. So good, Cinnamon. Oh, she wants to steal the show now. Steal the show. She did super, super good. She wants all the love because she knows she did so good. You're stealing my spotlight, Timmy. I would love to do this video again with where my husband picks my books because that would be really, really fun, I think. I thoroughly enjoyed this. Let me know if you want to see a part 2 because I'm sure May would love to get more treats. I hope that the Lord is blessing you in so many amazing ways this week. I hope that wherever you are, you're enjoying the weather. It's snowy here. I don't know if I can say I'm enjoying that. I hope you keep coming back each week to see what I upload here. And I love you guys and can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye!